2025, there was an AMA from Bethesda on the official Bethesda Discord. If you want a link to that, we'll have it down in the description below as well. LR recorded the AMA. So if you want to listen and you want to see what was said in the chat, link in the description below. But maybe you're someone who wants to read and you can just read faster than you watch because you don't normally watch on 2x 3x, and YouTube's actually trying out a 4x option, which is absolutely nuts to my brain. I normally watch everything on 2x or 2.5x personally, but they have a written transcription from that as well, and that will be in the description. Thank you so much, LR, for doing that, because I was driving home from work. I only got to listen to about 20 or 30 minutes of the discussion, and I wanted to see what was talked about beforehand. Now, we do have some notes here from the team. Now, it was John Rush, it was Rich, it was Danielle, JP, and Bill Lacoste. Amazing group of players, amazing group of people. Yes, that's right, friends. These people play Fallout 76. Like, it's insane to see developers inside of the Wasteland playing the game that they are actively working on. And I would love to see more of these. By the way, Bethesda, please. I think this is a good thing for players to see humans talking, not just text and stuff like that from, you know, information like the vault updates and stuff like that. I think this is really good for Bethesda to do, and for Fallout 76 community members to get to see the people behind the screen, because as humans, we always forget. We see big corporation, and that's all we see. We don't see the people behind the screen, and it's so easy to forget that there's people behind the screen. And this is something that I want everyone to remember. These people actually care about Fallout 76, and if you watch this, you'll clearly see the passion that they have for this project. But getting into some of these notes, the team was asked about the Ghoul race, and they talked about how they wanted to make each race shine in certain situations. And now, to me, they said race. Does that mean I'm getting very ahead of myself on this one, okay? I'm getting very ahead of myself on this one, but they want the races to shine in their own light. Like JP said. JP talked about how humans can be bloodied and put out some major DPS, but ghouls can survive the harsh, rad wasteland. You know who else can survive the harsh, rad wasteland? Super mutants. Maybe? I would love that. Okay, I would. Gassy, no, want to play as super mutant. Gassy, need to play. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine? That would be amazing. That wasn't even talked about, but that's what my brain went to in this little live format thing that I'm doing right here, because these are all just one takes. I'm just sitting here having a conversation with you. Let me know if you like this style down in the comment section below. But yeah, that's how they're wanting to do things. The team is also looking at a way to accelerate getting feral, just like the way you take either Schmugs or the Fixer Schmug that you get from a quest line to decrease your feral status. So for those who are wanting to stay feral and be feral and get there in a quick fashion, it looks like you're going to be absolutely positively ready to go. Then also, the reason that they said that they need Jay to be the designer as far as it goes to putting on a disguise is not only because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm one of those people that was like, really? I got mask. What's the point? Why do I need to go talk to Jay? I got power armor. I got mask. I got outfits. And I didn't think about it. I didn't even think about the that smooth skin and the smell. My name is a fart joke. How did I not think about the smell? Legitimately. That's what Jay does. They are a master at their craft, and I didn't even think about it. they change your voice, they change your smell, and they give you a cool little outfit. But that's cool. I didn't even think about, like, well, I got outfits. What else? I don't think there's enough air freshener in the world for, to cover up the ghoul smell or anything like that. So I get it. I see what the team's working with. I got it. Now, there was a question asked about ghouls, like feral ghouls attacking you if you were feral or if you're a ghoul. JP and the team talked about how that, unfortunately, due to how the systems work out together, there's not going to be a way, at least right now, for ghouls to not to want to attack you. So, like, go cripple a leg at, White Spring, at the golf course. Cripple a ghoul's leg. You go in there, they're still going to be attacking you. But, and I think I know what JP's talking about from the PTS, but supposedly, maybe, there's a spot on Point Repose about not being so hostile to you if you're feral. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it. A teleprompter would be nice in situations like this. I've been thinking about getting one, but I haven't been able to justify it to myself with the cost. But things like this, like not having to look down at notes, that would be nice. But yeah, so apparently, yeah, ghouls are still going to attack you, and that's understandable. It's understandable. I get it. The system was made for them to be that way. Maybe in the future there's something that they can do or something like that, but I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm going to be a ghoul, and I'm still going to kill ghouls. It is what it is. Now, the team also had a question about completing dailies and weeklies for, like, how you need to complete events being well fed, and how food and drink does not really affect the ghouls. So those, it seems, are going to be taken away. And that is an absolute great thing, because they're thinking ahead on, and Lacoste talked about the team talking about this at the start of it. And that's like forward thinking. I like that, because I could see that being a problem in the future. Even though I'm gonna skip down a little bit, there is something that was mentioned, and I've tested this in the PTS. Food buffs do work on ghouls. You can still eat the food, and as Danielle said, it may not taste as good for the ghoul, but if you eat your scorched brain, the broiled scorched beef brain, liver, or tasty squirrel stew, you still get the benefits, the buffs from that. So you still get all of that if you're a carnivore, or if you're a herbivore and you want to eat brain bombs and stuff like that. But John Rush and the team, they said something that has my brain like, woo, I wonder what they have planned, because the ghoul within is just the start in Appalachia. And that's taken back to the first point of, like, could we play as a super mutant? Maybe, I don't know. But like, no, they've talked about how, John Rush said this, the game is on easy mode right now. Raids, all of this. Like, raids, the hardest thing that we have to do as in-game players in Fallout 76 is easy mode. And that makes me excited, because as someone who started playing in 2018, played survival mode, played Nuclear Winter, I took a long break. I didn't come back to play Fallout 76 until 2022, just on a whim from a couple of my friends saying, hey, it's your birthday. What game do you want to play? Well, let's play a game together. How about you play Fallout 76? And I'm like, oh, really? Oh, I don't know about that one. And almost 3 years later, I've been playing the game every single day. And yes, something challenging would be absolutely, positively amazing. But I also am a person that like to make new characters and get everything challenging that way, and put certain challenges on myself, like pistols only, which, by the way, this update, pistol only characters, actually viable, and I'm super excited about that one. Now, Rich did ask a question that comes up, and I see it in their Discord from time to time, and It's about will pizza slices be added to the game? To which, because they originally said, will pizza be added to the game? And Rush is someone that I can see having the same kind of brain width about, because nobody said slices at first. And Rush goes, well, we do have pepperoni rolls, and pepperoni rolls are technically a calzone, and technically a calzone is nothing but a rolled up pizza. So therefore, ipso facto, pizza is. And I can't tell you how upset my wife gets sometimes when I do the ipso facto or, well, technically bit. But maybe, as JP said, we can have some rad pizza slices in the game. I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool, especially, you know, if some we've got a turtle, and you know, why don't the turtles like pizza? I mean, I've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also, I'm thinking about buying those Hey Dudes that they just got, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Hey Dude collection. Oh my God, those are pretty cool. But this is so funny. I forgot that I made this little bullet point. I forgot about this bullet point. So, okay. Everybody was going over their ghoul names. And, you know, during the special surprise the other week, we had Theodore Roosevelt. That was Bill Lacoste. I didn't find out until afterwards. And like Wreck-It Renee and them had Julia Gulia, and I didn't realize that was Danielle. I didn't realize what was... I didn't know what was going on here. And then daggum friggin' Rush talked about Burnt Reynolds and how that's his school name. He's thinking about it. And then Bill Lacoste made a joke about justice, a ghoul name for justice. And I learned that nobody except Bill has seen Smokey and the Bandit. I'm gonna need a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper, because I'm in a goddamn hurry. Now, that instantly made me laugh and also go, what? How have you not seen Smokey and the Bandit? It's such a good movie. There ain't no way, Junior, that you came from my loins. Ain't no damn way. I love that movie. Please, if you haven't seen that movie, watch the movie. It's an absolutely banger of a movie from back in the day. Now, Onslaught is going to be coming in this update, but a question that was asked, if we had any information, last week, was answered in this AMA. The milepost vendors does not look like it's coming in this newest Ghoul Within update. So, if you've been doing caravans, know that the chances of you seeing the two new vendors in this one are not very good right now, but the team is working on getting those vendors into the game. Let's see, and somebody said something about paying to become a ghoul and to pay to remove the ghoul last week in a video, and I just wanted to touch on this because this was touched on in the AMA. Yeah, you get to become a ghoul for free. And then you can take away the ghoul status for free. One time. One to ghoul, free. One back to human, free. And I like John Rush's answer in this AMA. I like it. Because it's the same thing of why I'm making a new character for the ghoul. You see, in MMOs, having different races and playable styles of characters means it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, it's a big decision. And the reason that they're wanting to charge 1,000 atoms, where if you go to be a ghoul, then you're like, it's not for me. But then you're like, maybe, which could be its own like achievement, you know, like internal achievement called indecisive. That's one of my jokes that I made back in the day before I knew it was going to be paid to go back and forth. It's like, that could be a Steam trophy of indecisive. Xbox achievement earned. Nice. But yeah, like, so the reason why is because it's supposed to be a big decision for you to go to a ghoul. And then it's a big decision for you to go back to being a human. It's not for people trying to game the system in like, I can do this as a Ghoul, now I can go back to doing this and this and this. I mean, now if you're like rich AF, then yeah, you can. But that's what the team wanted. The team wants you to make that decision. They want you to understand that this is a big choice for you to make going forward through Appalachia. And that's why I say, just do like I do and make a new character. Now, you may be thinking, Gassy, well, I'm at my 5 character slots. There's nothing that I can do. I can't make a new character without getting rid of other characters. What if I told you there was another spot coming? Another character slot? Because the team didn't tell anybody until the AMA that I know of that, hey, by the by, yeah, we're adding a 6th character slot because of the team realizing that most people have 5 characters. Some people only have 1 or 2 characters. Some people have 1 or 2 characters and 3 mules. And some people just have 5 different characters that they have 5 different styles of playing. You know, like one's a pistol only, one's a rifleman only, one's an archer only, blah, 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 so forth and so on. So the team came together and said, let's just make another character slot. So yeah, we get another character slot. Now, I don't know, is that going to be free? Is that going to be paid? That really wasn't said in the AMA. It wasn't said it's free. It wasn't said that it's going to be Atomic Shop. So we'll just have to see Tuesday, March 18th. Let's see what's going on as far as this. Oh, yeah, I already said that because the 6 characters. So I had to go down to the very bottom because we're on our last bullet point. But, you know, there was a good question. There was a good question asked, and was, is there any plans from the team to do a new legendary effect, Ghoul specific, human specific, since we do have overeaters and gourmands and stuff like that? And the answer was yes. The team is actively working on that and trying to figure out how they want to implement it. So we're getting new legendary effects. We don't know, is that 1 star? Just 2 star, 3 star, 4 star? I don't know. We don't know anything. The team is planning. Rush sent JP's team some stuff, and they're going to be working out how to implement that in, and we'll, as soon as we know more information, we'll let you know. But yeah, that's amazing. And we learned so much about the Ghoul Within update and the future of Fallout 76. And for those of you who wonder how long Fallout 76 is going to last, for me personally, I can see it lasting for a many number of years, because as John Rush had talked about previously, as long as people are playing the game, the team is going to be actively working on updates and doing stuff for the game. And I think, honestly, Fallout 76 has hit a stride of amazing content. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, I do want Nuclear Winter back, but I don't see that coming back anytime soon, or if at all, honestly, at this point. But I would love to see stuff like that either come back for a limited time, like offer, like a custom world or something like that. But I think they've hit a stride with like updates. Like you got Wastelanders, Brotherhood of Steel, now Ghoul Within, Skyline Valley. There's still so much map area to be like utilized. I mean, think about it. We see all of those bots flying around over at Point Pleasant, right? Like, they're just flying around. What are they constructing over there? They've been constructing stuff for 7 years. Like, what is this, Elder Scrolls 6 or something? Like what are we doing here? What's going on over there? But yes, there is so much left to open up on this map. I think we've got plenty of years as long as people continue to enjoy Fallout 76. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this AMA. I almost fell there for just a second, just almost fell. But yeah, like, let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. And yeah, next time they do an AMA, we'll definitely try our dangest to, you know, make sure that everybody knows. We try to post up and talk about it on the news and stuff like that. But thanks so much for taking your time out of your busy day to check this video out. To the channel members, thank you so much for the continued support. And y'all have a great and wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love you.